Well, hello once again, and welcome to Arbitration Studios, continuing our journey across the whole damn thing of Fallout New Vegas. I'm JP Arbiter.
I'm Mrs. Arbiter.
And Mr. House showed us quite a collection of stuff and asked us to go meet Caesar at Fortification Hill. So that's kind of where we are, because I'm still trying to figure out what our what our agenda is going to be.
Casino.
So before we do any sort of commitment, we were invited by the ambassador of the New California Republic to speak with him. I think we should go there first.
I agree.
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, well, we heard, we meaning the followers of the apocalypse, and we were wondering if you could help us.
How do you get enough money to enter the strip?
This is important enough to the followers that we scraped together the caps required for the credit check. And I'm staying at Vault 21, which is pretty cheap, for the strip anyway.
All right.
Great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology, how he stays alive. Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
And this is where I come in.
We just want to find out what sort of technology Mr. House is. It could be of great benefit to the people we try to help, many of whom suffer from hard-to-diagnose illnesses.
Trust me, it's not.
Ah, I see.
All right.
Great. Here, take...
The moon comes over the tower. They wanted to recreate the Bellagio, and that is all they could do for the fountain.
Wow.
I mean, I suppose after a sense that's sufficient.
Yeah, but... But we've seen the Bellagio fountain. It's so much more.
I mean, at the same time, there was a nuclear war 200 years ago. Anyway.
Yeah, so, I guess it makes sense that they couldn't be perfect about it. I guess.
Also, I don't think the the game engine could handle the Bellagio fountains. I mean, for Christ's sake. Without mods and a seriously upgraded PC, the 3 sections of the strip had to be cordoned off from each other instead of,
Yeah, instead of linking them.
Well, instead of making it one great big map, just because there was so much shit going on and... Okay, where am I going? Obviously not there.
That much is obvious.
Why don't we just ask the receptionist?
Welcome to the NCR Embassy. How can I help you?
Can I take your address?
Ambassador Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right and at the end of the hall.
Halter style, you don't see that.
Exactly. I want your
Ambassador
address.
Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right and at the end of the hall.
To her right, okay.
Going to be enough to defend the whole strip.
Well, I should have guessed. Carpeting.
Oh, yes.
The only other luxury aside from sheets that you will commit war crimes for.
Not for carpet. Not for that
I'm glad
carpet.
you could make it. I have something I wanted to discuss with you. It's a very important matter, and I have a strong feeling you're the
Dennis
perfect person
Crocker.
for the job.
I'm listening.
I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little tense around here with all the issues between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. It doesn't take a genius to see that something
Tense?
big is going to happen soon. To
That's
be
an
honest with you,
understatement.
the NCR is in a tight spot. But if we fail now, it's the people here that are going to suffer the most. I'm not willing to let that happen. I don't think you're the kind of person that would either.
All right.
To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munitions stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to someone with your background and reputation in exchange for your help.
Alright, I'll talk to him.
You want to play some cards?
Yeah, I could never wrap my head around the Caravan game, mostly with how the face cards work. So,
I suppose if you have everything else for gambling, that only makes sense that you're adding that in for gambling too. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of sort of logical, but not at the same time.
So, we, on our way out,
Tops promoter.
Don't you just love that platinum chip? If I were you, that is, unless you want to bring the NCR or C.
what tribe should I get to know?
There's a bunch. Some
What should I do?
already
Yes,
met,
ma'am.
like the chairman, for instance. I think you should visit the other families on this strip, the Omertas and the White Glove Society, so you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups
Drugs and
on the strip,
cannibalism.
too, like the Boomers, the Great Khans, and the Brotherhood of Steel.
Alright.
Right. It's one of two
That's our
locations
current
on Mr.
thing.
House's network with non-standard hardware. My guess is it has a reader that can decode the chip. And who knows what else? Maybe a giant robot or something.
That'd be awesome.
Neat.
So, yep. Anyway, we walked by two new companions, but didn't pick them up because we had Benny and Edie. And yes, she's Edie, not Eddie. I feminized the robot.
Ah.
But, so why don't we go introduce ourselves to them?
Interesting.
Hey, they have magazines in them, and magazines are handy.
Yeah. I love how some people in the strip are dressed so much better than others.
And here I am wandering around with a vault suit that has swatches of leather strapped on it.
We've been to Vegas. We know just how
Varied.
varied the whole place is. So it's not exactly a surprise. Not at all.
Whoop. Nope. Not yet. Few doors down.
So, speaking of Caesar's Legion, what is the one who's like the right hand man?
That would be the Legatus. We do not meet the current Legatus, Linnaeus is his name, until the endgame.
Okay.
Oh, Your Highness. I noticed you got
Things
yourself
have
a
been lot
puppy.
better since you helped with the...
About Rexy here, Your Highness.
What about him?
Is there something wrong with Rexy?
He's been acting peculiar for some time now. I took him to the followers and had him checked out, and they said his brain...
Can they do anything?
No, they said they don't have it
What is he gonna be okay?
for now, but they said eventually.
Can I help
I
somehow?
don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor... Your best bet would be to talk to Julie Farkas over at...
Nothing but a hound dog.
Here we go, Rexy.
What's up?
Oh, I think I have to talk to Julie before I get Rexy. I want a little robot dog. That'd probably help with my allergies. Because he is more robot than dog.
Yeah. Robo Duggius. Robotus
Doggius.
I still like mine better.
Whatever.
You know. Just being silly.
Well. Alright. Where is that handsome blonde boy? I want to eat him up.
Oh, arcade.
Yeah.
Ah. Aha. Aha.
Aha!
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors.
What kind of research?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries. Stim packs out of barrel cacti and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time...
He is
though,
full
it's
of $5
noble
words.
names.
So, what's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
You don't sound too enthusiastic.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
Isn't that the language that Caesar's Legion speaks?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
Where do you learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes.
Gladiator movie holotapes.
The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
Do you know much about Caesar?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
So, Neely what?
Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun.
One of my favorite
If
Latin
agave
phrases,
and
by the way.
mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
Alright, let's talk about
Certainly.
something else. Why do you do research instead of
Not all
providing medical
followers are
assistance?
people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
Why don't you come with me?
No offense intended, but what?
Things are bad around here. I'd like to make a difference, and I'd like you to help me.
That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair?
Fair enough.
All right. Let's not waste any time. There are people out there to help, things to learn. Maybe not in that order, but let's get to it.
He's not my favorite companion, but he is
Emily
up
says
there.
you're working with her on bugging the Lucky 38.
The king told me you could tell me more about his robotic dog.
Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog.
Yes, he is such a good dog. The king brought him here for treatment.
Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do.
So you can't heal him.
No, Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work, too.
So there's no chance he'll ever get
I
better.
didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, I do know of one man who might fit the bill. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Thank you. You've been very
No
helpful.
problem.
All right. So we go get Rexy, and then we're off to Fortification Hill
Yay!
for a nice, long bout of Hegelian dialectics.
Hegelian dialectics.
after the German philosopher Hegel.
Ah.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed.
So who is your favorite companion in this game?
Well, fortunately, my favorite companion in Fallout is also in all of Fallout is also from this game, and that's Veronica. But Arcade is adorkable in his own way too. Plus, he is slightly taller than everyone else.
I find that amusing.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
There's a man in Jacobstown that can treat Rex.
She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news.
You know, maybe you should let me be your messenger from here on.
And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here. You promised to get Rexy here to that doctor? And
absolutely. I'll see that it gets better.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's... First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty...
Okay.
But you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you will see to that. I wish you both... Rex,
all right.
This is your new master. Protect her as you would me.
Aww.
All right, gotta think about people with hats. We're on the same side. Settle down.
At least she didn't pull the second line.
All right.
Calm down or I'll turn you into a hat. That is a funny line.
Yes, it was. I'm particularly proud of it, even though I didn't write it. So... we need...
Render unto Kaiser.
Whoop.
Not to help him out either, just to...
Well...
you gotta kind of say hi first.
Yeah, the road leads there whether we want to or not. So, let's take a quick trip to Novak. Do. And yeah, it's a long road to Cottonwood Cove, Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
So, why don't I get...
Novak. All because of other letters of no vacancies I burnt out. Lord knows how long ago. Oh. Oh.
Let's see here. Actually, yeah, we'll take Benny's suit and the pre-war bonnet. But you know, I've got a handsome-looking boy in a white lab coat with a very high-powered plasma pistol.
Hard to complain about that.
Yeah, so I'm not worried that all I've got going for me is a buck standard lever rifle. So,
well, you'll get better stuff later.
That's the spirit.
What?
Oh, that we'll get better stuff later. That's the right attitude to have.
It's an RPG. This is what happens.
Alright. Walking along. Probably gonna fast forward this and then, or fast forward to the next location we have that's interesting. But, well, what do we got here?
Viper. Members of the Viper gang. Oh, not Rexy.
I'm not gonna shoot Rexy, come on. Well, that ended fast. Ooh, bandana.
You just like the idea of a bandana.
I do.
On a dog. It's true, right?
Say what?
You like the idea of a bandana on a dog. Because it's cute.
Yep. But Rexy doesn't wear bandanas.
Ah. Oh, sad. Oh well.
So...
Rexy is a Rexy. Fancy
Who
lads
loves snack cakes. Wonderful play on Twinkies and the fact that they'll probably last forever.
Yeah,
Because-
I wouldn't be entirely surprised. Level of preservatives in those things?
I was about to say, I don't think there's a natural ingredient in them.
Be shocked if there was. Lord knows I haven't touched one in a long time.
I mean, even the cream filling is basically margarine.
Yeah. If there's any wonder I don't like those very much.
Huh.
What's over there?
It's a car.
Random car, yay.
But, random
Random car comes with random bullet flies.
Also...
Well, that didn't last.
It's a blowfly. What do you want? Wrecked Highwayman. With a backseat full of garbage. And energy ammo. And a power fist.
And a power fist randomly.
So,
Okay then.
fun fact on why I stopped here, aside from being a handy marked location, that is a reference to Fallout 2.
Really?
Yep. In Fallout 2, because the area you can wander along is much larger, they give you an optional quest to restore a pre-war nuclear-powered car.
Huh.
Supposedly, that is that car.
Oh, that's amusing. Prospector camp. Can't really say I'm surprised by much of anything. Sarsaparilla. Quite tasty too.
Aha! Star bottle cap! Where the blazes are we? Okay.
You're still on the right track.
If I'm not... Though I'm not taking a track at all. Off-road!
Off-roading's fun though.
Sewer surfing.
You never saw that movie till I introduced you to it, did you?
No, I saw Joe's apartment before I met you.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding? MTV was pimping the crap out of that. Mmm. Coyote steak.
See, and proof that Roadrunner and Coyote is not accurate.
Bad guys.
What? Huh?
Here we go.
Wait, what? Shit. Fuck. What?
There were enemies over there. Did I just mess with your head a little too much?
Thank you, Arcade. Now, what the bloody hell happened?
Glowing one gold trooper.
The Coyote Mines. We'll have to explore this area later.
Yeah, so it looks like fun.
Might do that for some solo content if you are otherwise El Cupido. Do do.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Whack!
Farrell is okay.
No, Farrell is not okay. He's gonna eat my face.
He's gonna try.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna fail.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna fail.
Yep.
Wow. So many random things that suddenly your companion starts shooting.
There's a story about the ghoulified troopers there.
Do you know it?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, they didn't exactly walk into the glowing sea. Then again, the people who live by the glowing sea are just weird. How can you live in such a radioactive area and not?
Because for the children of Adam, it's a holy calling. Alright.
Yeah, I know. I know. Then again, that's almost like... It's almost like not complaining. It's almost like people asking about the people who decided to move back to Chernobyl and the area. You know, if it was your home for a long time, I can get it after time has passed. But, ugh.
Oh, lovely decorations. The crucified bodies, it brings the whole region together.
Hey.
Hey, guy. How you doing?
Dude, what's up?
Please, help me.
Who did this to you?
Legion caught me. Said this was the penalty for drug runners. Please, let me down.
You're smuggling
Please.
drugs?
No.
Wow, you don't even really get to help him, do you?
Apparently not.
Well.
I mean, I'd like to. Because people don't deserve this.
It kills them to take them off of there? Really? I don't understand.
Just roll with it.
I kind of am.
Oh, halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider?
I was
You wear
invited.
the mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate... True to Caesar.
Alright.
Oh, crap, I gotta get that medication from the pharmacy.
Well, here we are in Cottonwood Cove.
Kaiser, you're the one Lucullus said would come. You'll find him with... A legion... we crossed the river when the profligates fled from Searchlight. From here, we stage raiding parties and process captures. As much as their cowardice will allow, the profligates avoid open battle, but on good days, we find one of their patrols. Their landmines have caused us more trouble. I'm an officer of the Legion of the rank Decanus. When we encamped, I commanded a contubernium of 8 legionaries. So I command what's left, under the wise leadership of Kenturi.
What?
Oh.
So...
Wait.
Anyway.
True to Caesar.
Oh, it's just off. Hurry up.
Oh, it's just awful here.
We're being held here against...
I see you bear the mark of Caesar, Cursor Lucullus.
Please, ma'am, take pity. My family was ambushed by a pack of Legion raiders near... I have no idea where he... Ever since he lost his job a few years back, he hasn't been the same. He took... We were trying to get away when the Legion showed up. I'm glad he...
Waits you at the docks.
Degenerates like you belong on the cross.
Well, let's see what we can do about them.
Wait. True to Caesar.
What was the question?
Caesar does not like to be kept waiting. He should...
Oh. Apparently, first thing I need to do is,
Meet the man himself.
is meet the man. Okay.
How old are these docks, I wonder?
Awe, are you ready to head upriver?
Actually, I think I get the impression that they were constructed recently. What will happen
You'll
at the
be
fort?
meeting face to face with the mighty Caesar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. That it would be a woman is even more surprising.
Why are you surprised a woman would receive this honor?
Women are physically and intellectually inferior to men. Their role is to bear children and ensure the survival of our species. Not to say that all women are equally incapable. I trust Caesar will find a worthy use for you.
Mrs. Arbiter, would you like to retort?
The trip
Fuck
will
you.
take a few hours. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Awe.
I'm sure Arcade is so happy to be in this area.
He hasn't piped up yet.
Well,
hey
he
there!
does seem to understand that you're not there to help necessarily.
If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word.
Have you ever met
I
Caesar?
haven't had the pleasure. I have crossed paths with Legate Lanius, his second in command, however. It was unpleasant.
He is sunbaked. Tell me about the
The
Legate.
Legion has to offer, or so the legionaries say. Brute of a man, wears a fancy metal mask in a battle. He killed one of my pack Brahmins simply because it was in his way. I knew better than to complain about it, though.
Alright, show me what you have for sale. Weapons aren't allowed, but he's got parts.
Well?
Anyway. Alright. Up we go!
Up, up, up to the very top.
No, this isn't preschool.
You sure it's not? I'm kidding.
Wait a second. What's going on? Am I playing Virgil to your Dante? I'd like to assume that we're tiptoeing into the mouth of hell out of academic curiosity, but I'm not so open-minded that I've lost my
What's
brains.
with your mouth, dude? Alright. I just want to hear him out.
Very optimistic of you. You'll make a good follower someday, assuming Caesar doesn't have us both crucified.
Not quite a lie.
Now come along, Virgil. And apparently this is preschool.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries. I'm quite proud of them.
Speaking of preschool.
No kidding. Okay.
Arcade's retort is wonderful, though.
How can you tell Caesar's tent? It's the one with the fancy stuff. Also, he had that stamped himself.
I know, that's scary.
Oh, wait. You must enter Caesar's tent.
Right.
Okay.
I know you sunburn easily. You've got that lily white complexion to you.
Our way. True to Caesar.
And here he is, the man himself, and we will hear from him next time. Be seeing you, kids.